Hello, Watem here, and welcome back to some more Umineko When They Cry. This will also have to be quite quickly edited, but hopefully I'll be able to get some more parts recorded tomorrow. Let's continue.
思いを寄せる女の前で己が人間以下の存在であることを晒した気分はどんなものよ。黙れ。憤怒で己を焦がしているくせに冷静を装うか。なるほど。真に熱き炎は青く静かだという。
Does that mean that she can use the Wrath Ice Pick against him?
今のそなたがそうだというのか。
僕の力でお前を殺すことなどできるわけもない。お前は月、石つぶてを投げたとて月を砕くことなどできるわけもない。
Are there perhaps important differences between the first time and the second time? Because first time it definitely seemed like you tried to want to kill her, and he did it with something mundane rather than magical hand blade thingy.
だがお前は権限するために水面にその姿を映す。水面に石つぶてを投じれば一時月を乱すこともできるかもしれない。しかし月を砕くことなど至らない。だから僕はこの命尽きるまでお前の映る水面を叩き続けてやる。
気に入ったぞカノン。始めろカグども。
I don't know why they're turning them off and on again, but I mean, I guess they're having technical difficulties. Whoa.
Oh, 美しい奇跡だ。
The witch's words of admiration break silence, and for just an instant, they break Jessica's paralysis.
私は夢を見てるの？
Nope. Probably. Maybe. I don't know.
来い魔女のかぐめ。元来た地獄へ叩き落としてやる。
Some great sound effects. Oh. A strand of red had been left on Cannon's cheek. The witch saw this and grinned broadly.
勘が戻らぬことを言い訳につぶやいてもよいぞ。
Huh? Haven't returned. I'm curious about that wording there. I'm getting the feeling that I'm gonna struggle with the thumbnails again.
大丈夫。僕はまだ死なない。
But give me a day and I'll try my best to die. Wee. White flashes just keep catching me off guard. Oh? Also, there is one thing I'm wondering. Is which side Basler seeing this from their perspective, I wonder, since we're getting the camera view on them. The curve drawn by the ghost attendant's blade drew a large arc in empty space. cannon wasn't there. He was behind it. Oh, here I was thinking, yeah, it's carved straight through him. Okay, no. How he did that though?
先に帰りて主の帰りを待つがいい。行け。
If this battle drawing sparkling curves was chess, and cannon coming from behind was check. Impress, impress, impress. Use 7 moves and make an 8. Perhaps the ghost attendant hadn't even been granted the ability to go into death throes. As its knees buckled and it fell over, it broke into a bunch of gold butterflies with a pop. So in other words, you're telling me that humans get to make their 3 death saving throws, meanwhile the enemy monsters don't. Yeah. So there's no sound of it hitting the ground. Even those unable to understand this battle would surely realize that cannon had been magnificent.
ハンドメイドには勝てぬか。そこまで見下げたものではないらしい。
次はお前だ。ベアトリーチェ
The instant cannon's blade sliced diagonally through the witch's form like a knife through butter, she turned gold and burst. She scattered into several thousand gold butterflies, and for just an instant, the room was filled with the colour of twilight. It was just as Cannon himself had said. Slicing Beatrice was just the same as slicing the surface of the water where the moon was reflected. The witch's form, with an ordinary expression on its face, as though she'd been there the whole time, was right behind Cannon.
十分に面白い見せ物であったぞ。
Will you take your leave or will you continue?
それに免じ、見逃してやろうかと思ったが、
Sure.
今の無礼で気が変わった。
嘘をつくな。お前にお嬢様を殺させはしない。たとえそれが無理でも僕より先に殺させはしない。
お前にはそれすらできぬわ。喋るな家具が。無口であれ家具が。身の程を知れ家具が。
カノン君は家具なんかじゃない。
ほう、なぜそう言えるのか。
理由なんかいらない。カノン君はカノン君だよ。うん、本当の名前は別にあるけれど、それでも名前は家具じゃない。カノン君にはカノン君の生き方がある。それはとても高潔なもので、自らが決めるもの。家具だから意見しちゃいけないとか、家具だから自分の人生を持っちゃいけないとか、そんなのないよ。お嬢様、あいつを挑発してはいけません。うん、はっきり言っておくぜ。
For your sake as well?
カノン君は家具じゃない。
Oh.
人間だよ。どうして？
And then she's gonna go, oh, he isn't human.
カノン君は自分の意志で私を助けに駆けつけてくれた。そして恐ろしい魔女であるあんたの前に立ちはだかってくれた。私を見捨てることなんていくらでもできただろうに、そうしなかった。自己犠牲は人間だけが持つ高潔な精神だ。だからカノン君は人間なんだ。だから訂正しろ。カノン君を家具だなんて呼ぶな。二度。お嬢様。
語るな人間が。とっとと終わらせよう。何しろまだまだ第二の番。互いの尊厳を認め合う寄り添いし二人を今こそ生贄に捧げよ。さあさあおいでなさい。罪を許しなさい。煉獄の七悔が一つ。 色欲
The witch summoned her furniture with a mixture of laughter and anger on her face.
色欲のアスモデウス
Oh.
ここに
茶番は飽きた
And she has the eagle. I wonder what that is, if it's even important.
第二の番を速やかに遂行せよわらわに瞬きを3つも許すな
仰せのままに
また妙なのが出やがったぜ
It's rude to call people weirdos. Took Canon less than an instant to understand. That goat face from a second ago had been nothing more than a pawn to a witch. And this is a bishop, or a knight, or a queen. Probably not a queen. However, this newly summoned furniture was a game piece of vastly different value. Maybe a rook. Could be a rook.
素敵な獲物に恵まれるなんてなんて幸運なのかしら怯えてるかわいい
来い魔女の家具お前には殺されない
I think you will.
私の姿を追うこともできないノロマのくせに生きがって行くわよねえねえどこがいいどこを貫いてほしいお答えなさいよかわいい子あなたの好きなところを思い切り貫いてあげる
Uh-huh.
さあさあお答えなさいよかわいい子
I have to say, this certainly isn't what I was expecting it to go.
僕を可愛いと言うな
行くわよノルマさあ追ってごらんその節穴で
I have to say, I do love the witch laugh sound effect there. Which you played in the background earlier. That one.
お嬢様
She's gonna die before him. So,
目では追えなかったけどよ
so he'll be breaking his promise to, what was it? Where was it? Yeah. I won't let you kill my lady, even if that's impossible. I won't let you kill her while I still live. She's gonna kill her while he still lives.
読みは当てたぜ
Hmm?
さま見やがれ
What? What? Oh, Cannon's back had been the target, but Jessica had predicted it. She predicted that the witch's target would be the complete opposite of fair and honest, his back. But she had no way to block it. She hadn't planned on it being some act of self-sacrifice. She just couldn't think of any other way to protect Cannon's back. So she could do nothing but block it with her own back. The furniture of a witch, which had changed its form into a demon stake, had been buried deep into Jessica's back. It was an obviously fatal wound that reached as far as her lungs. When she saw this, the witch let out a loud, evil laugh, because it had hit where the witch had predicted. Everything was as the witch had predicted.
どうしたカノンジェシカお嬢様はお前より先には殺されなかったんじゃないのか
That face.
そうその顔よお前のその顔が見たかった
I'm not sure if I've seen the face of pure insanity like more than that.
楽しんだ実に十分。もうよい、死ね死ね笑わせろ。さあさあおいでなさい。罪を許しなさい。煉獄の七杭が一つ。フンド。
フンドのサタン、ここに。
その獲物はお前のものだ。
So it looks like they've got the same kind of uniform.
今すぐ食らってこやつの舞台に幕を下ろしてやれ。人ならば交番とも言おうが、家具のお前の場合は大道具係が舞台裏に運び出すといったところか。
僕はもう家具じゃない。そしてそれを二度と疑わない。
I only hope he'll keep that on the next round.
なーに？あんたまた私に殺されちゃうの？あんたの胸温かくて本当に貫くと気持ちがいいのよ。
That is certainly a line.
さあまた味合わせて。あなたの温かい胸の中で熱い熱い血潮で私を思いっきり気持ちよくして。
There was no way to block it. The sound of a woodpecker filled the entire room. And before he could blink, it was already right in the center of his chest. When you take a piece in chess, the rules say that it's impossible for your opponent's piece to defend itself. So this was an obvious result, in accordance with the rules. Cannon landed on his knees, and he apologized. Not to the witch, but to Milady. Oh, and not to Milady, but to Jessica? Because of the fact that it put Milady in quotes? Oh, but that might just be because it, from his perspective, it is maybe. Maybe to Shannon? Okay, no, he did apologize to Jessica. So, with what we've been seeing with this part and the last part, I'm wondering if maybe there will be some more differences from Higurashi to Formula, because I had thought it would be like the 6 questions and 6 answer parts. I'm wondering if perhaps we'll see some fundamental shift when we get to the end of the 4th part. Completely different from just then being the answer sections for the first half. Might be something completely different. On the other hand, maybe there's more parallels to Higurashi than I originally thought, because I think it was the second one in Higurashi when we see it's Shion and Neon focused, and it's Shion that's kind of taken charge and believes that it's the curse, and so we get to see a lot more of the curse side of things. What if that's happening here and we've got some unreliable narrator somewhere?
守りきれなかった。
気にしないで。
I mean, yeah, so if Jessica was still alive, even if she is going to die, there's nothing stopping Cannon from dying first still.
よかったよ。
Cannon finally fell over. He landed next to Jessica, and the two lay there like the constellation Gemini.
あのクマさん。
それに気づくのが遅すぎた。
君の本当の名前聞きたか。
No.
僕の本当の名前。
Dies. Aye, your name is Death. It's gonna cut it off, isn't it? In his last moments, Cannon wanted to tell her his real name, but Jessica had already fallen into a sleep from which she would never wake. So, Cannon's real name, which he had protected until today, in the end he couldn't tell it to Jessica.
僕は人間にな
Those were the last words Cannon left behind. So I'd previously talked about how it seemed like all of the kind of locked room situations were improved upon from the first time around, where you had the key within the letter, and so that was sealed away, and so the location of that key was known the whole time, in effect. This one, however, seems worse off, because you no longer have the locked room.
100年を経ようと家具は家具よ。捨てるときに家具のために墓穴を掘るバカがどこにいる？家具は叩き割って薪にして、後には灰しか残らぬわ。そういうことよ。家具に刻める墓碑などない。貴様は死ねばこれ以上の屈辱を受けることがないと信じてるようだが、死者を恥ずかしめるというのがどういうものか、わらわが教えてやろうぞ。
But from their perspective, it doesn't really matter what she does with their bodies anymore. After taking a puff from her pipe, the witch breathed the smoke at Cannon's corpse. When she did, Cannon's corpse slowly floated up into the air and disappeared as though it had been eaten by a mouth in empty space. The witch played dirty until the very end. The corpses of the pair who managed to understand each other in the end, and not even permitted to be close. If someone had been watching, they would probably say mournfully, "So this is what you meant by disgracing the dead." However, Beatrice was far crueler than that. The reason for that would soon become apparent. I am confused. What? I think the clock's the same size. New rule?
そうか。始まったか。はい。
Even though Kinzo had received news of 6 deaths, his emotions did not waver. The expression on his face as he gazed out the window was a smile, as though his opponent in the chess game had just made a spectacular move. It was hard to imagine that such an expression could ever appear in a father who had lost so many children at once.
ローザ様のご指示で、ゴーダとカノンが警察へ電話しております。それから親方様に以後のご指示を仰ぐようにとも仰せつかっておりますが、いかがいたしますか。
すでにこの島は現世から切り離されているのだ。電話など何の役にも立たぬわ。
やめさせます
Huh?
か。
ルーレットが終わるまで何をして過ごすも自由だ。好きにさせてやれ。
Stop who? From doing what? Yeah, those are my questions.
そのローザ様には何とお伝えいたしましょうか。
何をして過ごすも自由だと言っておる。歌おうが踊ろうが、首をつろうが煮えたぎる大釜に飛び込むも自由。13人が死ぬまで好きに過ごせばよいのだ。そんなに退屈ならば、なぜに 6×9 が42になるかでも考えていればいい。
That's it. Freedom is the ability to say 2 plus 2 is 4.
それが人と宇宙の神秘の答えだ。
Ah, yes, life meaning, life, universe, and everything.
はい。申し訳ございません。
42. Shannon cowered in fright at this sudden rage. Genji made a gesture as though telling her not to speak out of turn. Shannon couldn't help but regret saying too much.
だが自由にしてよいのはお前たちもだ。源氏、そしてシャノンも。
Is this why Genji ended up giving the keys to Natsuhi the first time? Because he was told to do as he pleased?
今日までよく私に尽くしてくれた。
もったいないお言葉です。ですがその
私どもは親方様にお仕えすることを誓った家具です。いついかなる時でもおそばに控えております。最後その時が。
お前たちにはすべてを話しておきたい。シャノン、遺言を書く。筆行を頼む。
Okay.
源氏はいつもの酒を頼む。
はい。
Nanja often recommended that Kinzo write a will because of his health, but each time he had, Kinzo had gone mad with rage. I get the feeling this won't be a regular will of I bequeath this to so and so, but more of a riddle or something, or a message. Ever since then, you'd think will would have been the word Kinzo hated most. After hearing such a word come from his lips, Shannon couldn't help doubting her ears for an instant. Shannon hurriedly prepared the side table and some writing paper. Then she followed his orders and began preparing that usual green evil drink.
準備が整いました。
何から語るか。我が生涯を語るもよいか。思い出深い対局を棋譜に残すのは楽しいことだ。100年以上も昔の棋譜を読み、対局者たちの思いを探る思考の旅も実に楽しい。
So with this, I was thinking like chess players, how they record the moves during their games. I'm now thinking though that he's talking about his own moves within the Witcher's game.
ならば、我が生涯の棋譜も後世の者によって我が思いを探る旅への誘いとなるのだろうか。
For a while, Kinzo pondered over where he should begin, strutting all over the room with his hands behind his back.
親方様、どうぞ。
And so before we begin his will section, I'll be ending it there for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments, and I am utterly confused. So until next time, see ya.